Can you change the difficulty in Black Myth Wukong? The biggest thing to know about Black Myth Wukong's difficulty is that it doesn't feature difficulty settings, presenting a universal level of challenge that can't be adjusted with a toggle. Although some bosses can be harder than others, this singular difficulty level does feel mostly well-honed, with the most difficult obstacle coming from how little damage the Destined One tends to do with standard strikes against powerful bosses. Unlike many modern games, Black Myth Wukong doesn't offer multiple difficulty settings. Instead, players are presented with a single, challenging path. While not as punishing as the Soulsborne series, the game's difficulty is designed to be demanding, encouraging strategic play and precise execution. The developers aimed for a balanced experience, similar to the fast-paced combat of Sekiro. Shadows die twice. Black Myth Wukong ultimately isn't for the faint of heart, and the lack of difficulty settings means it could be a step up in challenge for those used to playing typical action games on easy or normal. Souls-like veterans, on the other hand, shouldn't be as surprised by the difficulty of the contents found within. Black Myth Wukong is definitely harder than the average game, but most of its challenges don't seem like they're aiming to feel insurmountable. While you can't directly adjust the difficulty, Black Myth Wukong offers ways to make the journey more manageable. Upgrading your character's health and stamina, acquiring better equipment, and using items strategically can significantly impact your survivability. Additionally, the game is often described as slightly more forgiving than the most iconic titles in the genre, such as Elden Ring or Dark Souls, but it still demands mastery of its mechanics. The game's combat system rewards skillful play, with high-risk, high-reward duels that require precise dodging and well-timed counters. It encourages dynamic gameplay, demanding players to adapt their strategies based on the situation. Beyond melee combat, your character can also cast spells that complement their fighting style. The immobilizing spell, for example, can briefly freeze enemies, providing a valuable window for healing or setting up a counterattack.